About to make some bad decisions, I think. So we knew that yesterday's weather was going to be fine. So that's why we went to the dunes straight away. We didn't want anything to mess with the dunes. Give the dunes perfection. But that means that every other day in Tottori is not perfection. Right now we're dealing with some drizzle. It's supposed to get heavier rain later in the day. So we're going to the gonna be outside, subject to the weather activity right now, in hopes that we can just tolerate the weather that's happening and maybe get out before it starts to rain really badly. What we're going to do is this. Is anyone looking at this and going, that just looks impossible? We're here. We're way down here. What this is a really amazing looking temple or shrine, I have not deduced, that is hanging off of a cliff. We're gonna go and check it out. But we're gonna start way down here. We have to get up to all these complexes, toilet break, before you start going all the way to the top. This shows like where your journey begins, because they don't count this. None of this counts. But right here, it's showing about an hour and a half of a trek up and down. We think it's a down too, because there's an up and a down. If it's just an hour and a half up, we are making very bad choices right now.
We're all good, dude. We're good. Ofuku.
Ofuku. So yes, we are good.
It's supposed to start raining pretty heavy in like 2.5 hours or so, 2 hours.
Okay, we should go. Bye.
What we got?
Bird.
Oh.
And at first I thought it was a real one. I was like, that bird's letting me get real close. It's not real. We came up and were greeted by a lady on a sign. And the lady on the sign showed us all the important stuff that we needed. And some of the stuff we definitely don't have, like gloves that are non-slip. We do not have that. And it is raining right now, so it kind of seems like that would be a good idea, but it's recommended, not required. We went up to the window and the guy asked to check our shoes. And our shoes are not up to grade. They are, quote, bad shoes. He's right. Like, these shoes are not good for anything other than moving around. I'd imagine they could be possibly dangerous if we go somewhere where we need better shoes. Well, we paid entry to get into one area. It's about 400 yen per person. At the end of this area, there should be somewhere where we can check out some shoes. You can rent trekking shoes to go up the mountain. Eric asked him, like, do you have Bigfoot size? And he said, yeah, they've got it. So we're gonna walk up there. We've paid 400 yen to do something. I don't know what we paid for. Do you know what we paid for?
Mountain access, kind of.
Mountain access.
But then we have to pay again for like
Yeah,
a religious something or other?
Yeah, so we've paid for access to a certain area, and then we'll get to another area where you have to pay for more access and maybe religion. I don't know. And then in all, it should be about 1,200 in access. And
Plus
then
shoes.
and then maybe if we get the shoes, that'll be another 900 yen per person. So this activity per person is 32. No. Doing math. 12.
You like that dog with
21.
the stick trying to get through the thing?
21? Yeah. Shouldn't be doing this. You ever get swept up in some lady telling you that, like, you need all this stuff to go hiking in an area, and all of a sudden you're wearing some woven shoes with no socks? It's December, it's raining, and you don't know what you've just gotten into. But you have paid about $40 for the two of you to do whatever's about to happen. I feel like the last 5 minutes have just been slight insanity. Like, very calm cyclone of me removing my shoes.
I don't understand how these things are going to be better than the shitty shoes we came wearing.
I really don't either. I guess they have more texture, but like I'm going to end up with some blisters that I wasn't going to end up with in the other ones. The other ones were going to treat my feet good. They might not have like done very well on whatever the crap's ahead of us. Like I can't even imagine why this just happened.
At least yours fit you.
And I think we're delivering some Girl Scout cookies. I really don't know. I've got a sash, no badges yet, but we gotta wear the sash. I bought some non-slip gloves, which I feel pretty good about, and we're wearing the shoes. The instructions that we got said, if it's raining, come back here. It's raining. I feel really misled. I feel really, really, really misled. Do these fit? I can't tell if these shoes fit.
Are they shoes?
Okay. All right. Let's start. Oh my god.
Whoop. Feet are soaked.
Yeah, mine are wet too.
We were shit talking these shoes, but they hold this ground incredibly well. You can see Katie here scrolling up this tree. Like, this is no joke.
What am I doing with my life right now? What is happening?
But you don't slip. Your feet are like rock solid. So as goofy it is to be doing this in essentially paper flip-flops, it is working surprisingly well, even in the rain. All right, y'all, I'm gonna have to use the GoPro instead of our good camera for this portion of the climbing. I have to just use my hands too much, and I can't have the camera banging around. And since we're trying to rush the clock to get down before the rain becomes a problem, I don't have time to like go flipping the camera back and forth in and out of my bag. So in the name of safety for me and the camera, we're gonna be using this guy for a bit. Yeah, if it isn't clear, this is completely nuts. Like, this is one of the craziest things we've done in Japan. Just the fact that the weather is how it is, and the fact that, like, I mean, seriously, look. Look at what's on my feet. And it's like, I'm pretty already, like, obviously my feet are soaked and muddy. Like, but it is astonishing. These things just grip to this landscape. Like, I feel like I could just walk straight up a wall right now and it wouldn't be a problem.
I'm walking up a wall.
It's kind of hard to tell how far we have got to go because there's no markers that are indicating anything besides just go this way for the trail or don't go this way or you will die. But I can't believe that we've been doing this for like 20 minutes and I haven't slipped once, not even a little bit, not even like, like it's like you're locked into the planet. It's like magnetic grip or something.
This is like the third time you have mentioned this.
It's just, well, look, I can't get it. What is this? Katie, I got a question for you. What the fuck are those?
I really don't know. What is all?
I think that's what she said,
What
yeah.
is all? What is all? Yeah, you're right. No markers is really disorienting. I don't know where we are, how far we've gone, how far we have to go. It's like we're in the desert. But we're in whatever ecosystem this is. Forest. We're going forest. We've come to an area where the path diverges, where down is on that side and up is on this side. And chains are now part of our life. Okay.
Good thing you brought good footwear.
Yep. Yeah, long legs, keep watching. You made this look so easy. Just go over here. Yeah. It's a dead end. Kind of.
You gotta go on, like, see the chain?
Oh my god, there's like nowhere for feet over here.
Really?
Yeah. This is... I am on some sort of like level of anxious that is unnormal. Because like, you know, you get your normal daily anxieties about things. This is like deep down in the crevices of anxieties, like shit you never thought you were going to deal with. I gotta go back down this. And right now, I want to enjoy this moment, but it's slightly terrifying.
At least the view's amazing.
I mean, it probably could be more amazing, but in all honesty, all this fog is so disorienting.
It's actually kind of cool, to be honest.
It's really scary and good.
We've come up just a little bit further to another structure that they had built hanging over the edge of the universe. And it's sketch, like, it feels like this whole building is gonna fall. I don't think it's going to, but like, you're just on the edge of this and it's just not really comforting feeling. And there's nobody else. We passed two people, they were going down, and there have been no other people at all up here. The rain has now started to pick up a bit, so I don't think we're at the end of the trail, but we are going to just call it a day as far as the upwards part and head back downwards, because if the rain starts to get really bad, I don't want to be like stuck up on this mountain all night in one of these sketchy buildings.
The shoes will save us. It'll be fine. Yeah. Some sort of super shoes. They just like puff up into a tent and you're good.
It's kind of what it feels like.
I can build a tent out of these shoes.
So let's hope that we can get down the hill before a storm hits. And then let's hope that they have a way for us to clean our feet, because like, I mean, I basically just walked through the forest without shoes on.
Yeah, funky toes.
Down is going to be worse, though. You know that.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that. Every bit that I was going up, I was just thinking to myself, how the fuck you down this?
I lied when I said we weren't going to go any further. We've gone further. We just keep, every time you look, you're like, oh, there's another thing just over the hill, and up you go. So if this is the last words we ever, like the last story we ever make, then I guess I don't know, we shouldn't have done it. But there's a bell, and this really makes that extra last little bit worth it. This is a place where you're supposed to come and pray, and then ring a bell, and then you pray again. And I'm just gonna say my wish. I wish instead of praying, I wish that we get down this hill alive. And now I'm going to ring the bell. And now I'm supposed to pray again. And now I wish that not only do we live, but we don't break any limbs. It's like put that sugar on top. That was fun. That was worth it.
Trouble with that.
Yeah. The descent route has got us going underneath one of the shrines. And I don't know if I'm going to fit through that hole. Like, for real, that's like a pretty tight squeeze. I'm going to hand you the GoPro so you can film me looking incredibly stupid.
Oh, great.
Here, from up here.
Oh. Got it.
It's already going.
Oh, fuck. Just a little bit of fuck.
Alright. So now we're spelunking? Like spelunking is taking place now?
In a shrine.
It wasn't too bad. I thought it was tighter than that.
You're a slender boy.
We still have a long way to go though. Like,
yes.
A long way. So this is kind of sketch, man. At least it's not raining. If the left side is specifically dangerous, can you imagine how terrible it is considering the rest of this is clearly very dangerous?
I think we're anywhere near the end.
The bell was as far as we went. I think the path kept going, and at that point, because there's no markers showing, it's not that wet.
Shut up, that's pretty wet.
Showing how much further it is to the end point, we just said, okay, it's starting to rain. We're going back down, and we're back down basically at the beginning now. The experience is pretty wild. We are drenched. We are still in our like our hay sandals, our hay shoes.
Hey, shoes.
Hey, shoes.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yes.
Even I think the terror, I was thinking to myself at the top, this is like being on a roller coaster you control. And you have to decide to go over that edge. You have to do the effort to go over that edge as well.
But your only safety harness is hay shoes.
Hay shoes and soggy gloves.
I didn't have any gloves.
Yeah, so. You were like, what if my hands slip? And I was like, fuck, what if his hands slip? I've got magic gloves.
Like on that chain and stuff. Yeah, the experience was awesome. Even with the shitty weather, I almost think it almost enhanced it, to be completely honest.
Yeah, it made it more visceral.
If there had been no rain, we definitely would have gone further. I would have gone all the way to the end, no problem.
Gone all the way to the end, no problem.
But yeah, from the moment of like seeing these shoes and being like, oh my God, are you kidding me? To this moment, it has been quite a roller coaster, like you said, of like, is this possible? Oh my God, it's possible.
I'm doing it. I'm
the shoes are good. Wow, I'm gonna get a pair of these for Tokyo. Like the whole situation. You're not gonna get a pair?
I've got a pair for you in my backpack.
Yeah, she gave us a second pair in case these broke. Like that was a possibility.
The last thing I wanted to do was sort out your sandals up there. I did not want to do that.
But I'm drenched and hoping we find some lunch that's better than what we found yesterday.
I'll do my best. You're gonna learn my favorite Japanese word, and it's uketsuke. And that's for reception. We're back at the reception area for the sandals. This is where you greet your sandals that you will become intimate with. We're back. There's no one here. There's not many people tending to this situation. There was a lady earlier, which was very helpful. I've looked at the list. You have to like write your name and your telephone number and what time. There's no one here. That you started hiking. And came here to write our name down and say that we're back, because it's very important that you write the time that you came back, or people are going to go and look for you on that mountain. So I've written the time. We were up there for a little under 2 hours. And yesterday, 17 groups came up here. Today, two dumbass groups came up here. I mean, still it was fun. And we saw the other people. They came up much earlier, and I think that was smarter. Still really good. And I wanted to point out these giant sandals over here. Didn't take notice of them earlier, but they're giant sandals right there. On some temples, they have those, especially at Sensoji near where we live. So I don't know what they have to do with temples, but I do know what they have to do with hills now.
I think this is something like a monk would wear. That's my take, is like for hiking these types of things like that. That's like the old school way of doing this. And there's a reason. It's really good, obviously. I was wondering if maybe when we first got here and that dude told us that they would definitely have my size shoe, if he was thinking about the ones that are hanging on that wall.
We got you, bro. We got you. We finally get to consult a map. And we successfully completed everything up to the gong. It wasn't a gong, it was a bell, but it made a gong. Everything else after it, we did not conquer that. And I think it was a wise choice that we didn't, because it started to rain harder and it would have just meant getting back here even later, and probably we would have started going slower and slower and slower. So I think once I saw the bell said turn around, and I trust the bell.
But there's more cool stuff.
Saved by the bell.
There's more cool stuff.
You know what? All that cool stuff, fog. I bet you get up to the top, can't even see the thing, fog.
You keep telling yourself that.
Yep. And
Maybe there's a rainbow.
What?
You pop up,
A unicorn?
pop up out of the clouds, man.
I kept telling Eric with that hike, lunch is going to be good. And lunch is ramen. And on a rainy day, after a long hike in the rain, there's nothing quite like a bowl of noodles. One of the special things about Tottori is that some of their ramens use beef broth as opposed to pork broth. I have been eating ramen all year, and I would say that the majority of those, 95%, were probably pork broth. So I am very excited to see.
She's been eating ramen like excessively, like a couple times a week. That's kind of been her thing all year.
Oh, I need to take a picture. Crap. Eric, I gotta take a break. You talk.
Oh, I'm making some sauce for my gyoza sauce. And Katie is taking pictures for her. She takes pictures and puts them on her like Facebook about like all of her noodles that she's having to share with her friends.
This is Katie Nudes number 68 for this year. Background story is that I have a friend on Facebook that I don't really like ever hang out with in person, but they got really into ramen, and I was like, wow, you eat ramen a lot. And she was like putting up every single one that she was eating for a year, and I thought, I'm gonna do that too, because that's really fun, and it has really showed me the pleasure that is ramen.
So Katie got the standard Natsu, what's it, Natsu Uma?
Natsu Uma.
Natsu
Yeah.
Uma. And it's like the house standard.
Mm-hmm.
The gyoza is gyoza. It's like all gyoza. It's fine.
Ooh, it does smell different.
Can I smell it?
Yours has the beef broth too. Wow, you're really in there.
And I got a ton men because that's my jam. It's got like a spicy kick to it. Makes your mouth a little numb, and usually has got some minced meat.
It looks oilier for sure. Like
Mine or yours?
or sodium or mine.
Yeah.
It's got like the little bubbles on top that show you the oil and the sodium. It's very low key. Like it's not like dazzling me in any way, but it is warming me up instantly.
Like, dude, a big bowl of soup after a soggy hike that we just went through. This is like the perfect meal.
Yes.
How are your noodles? You're picky about that.
Cooked well. They are a thinner cut than I particularly like. I like a thicker noodle, but they're cooked well, so I'm pretty happy about that. And I like the crinkle.
Can I taste yours? Like your broth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had beef bone.
Yeah, you see all the marbling of the fatty sodiumness.
Oh yeah, it tastes a lot different.
Yeah.
It's like vastly different. I don't know. There is a
It
lot of.
seems more relaxed. I feel like it hits more of the back of my tongue than other parts of my tongue.
I almost would say that like the average American palate might prefer that flavor.
Yeah, Americans don't know about pork.
I think this isn't pig in America,
What?
but to me that feels more like, I don't know why it feels American-ish to me, but I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking about the big old horns on a steer or something, you know what I mean? Put them in the bowl. That's where I'm going. I don't know.
I see.
Yeah, this is like, couldn't be a better meal for like the activity that we just went through.
Yeah.
Went through.
It was a struggle. We found a bit of a babbling brook. It's got nice little bridges on it. And it's also part of a really quaint area that we found ourselves in. It turns out that like what's behind me are storefronts, and behind them are storage areas, and on top of them are red tiles, and the area that we're in is basically known for these red tiles. There's lots of aerial shots of them when you look at Tottori tourism brochures and things like that. This is iconic of Tottori. So we're gonna give a little stroll around, see if we can find anything fun in this old school Meiji Showa era, early Showa, Meiji era town. We have run away from the rain and the cold, and we've snuck into one of the buildings. You don't actually have to sneak in. They want you to come in because they got lots of goods to sell. And behind me, you can kind of see these structures. We went to Aomori, and there we got to see the Nebuta Matsuri and all the figures that they were doing there. I was kind of surprised looking in the window here. I felt like I was being transported to another place with these figures that they have here. And inside of the buildings, it looks just as cool as the outside. Outside's got the red tiles. Up here, you can actually see the innards of the building, and they look gorgeous. There's just wood going this way and that way, and it's really old school feeling, and it smells like a lumberyard in here. It is a great smell. I don't know how the trees are still smelling so good. So we've been talking about camel toes a lot lately. There was a way too much camel toe talk. Anywho, I wanted to buy these camel toe sweets. But I don't need 8 of them. Nobody needs 8 camel toes. So I probably won't buy them, but I definitely wanted to giggle about them with you. One of the most rewarding parts of the month is going to happen here in this red tile village. We have the postcard club. I have completed all of the postcards. They've all been addressed, and they're going to be going out from this red tile village here in Tottori to many people around the world. And I really love doing this, and I'm starting and hoping that I can find cool mailboxes to send them off in, but it doesn't line up every time you want it to, so I'm happy that it is now.
That was a good glunk.
It was a good glunk. All those tigers. Oh, it's the year of the tiger. I forgot to... Next year will be the year of the tiger. That's what it sounds like when a tiger falls into a postbox. The rain has been a bit of a bummer today, but when you're staying at a temple, you don't need to stay outside. Why are we outside still? Let's go inside. Well, we're gonna be outside for a second because we gotta go all the way to the end of this driveway for where we're actually staying.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah?
Katie, what the fuck are those?
I stole the temple man's slippers. Don't tell him.
If he's watching this, he knows.
So apparently on booking.com, for about 6,000 yen a night, which is a very nice price. I'd say that's a nice price for a place in hotel, to stay in a hotel. You can book a temple. And in all honesty, I think you should book it for more than one night, but we're only going to be here for one night, so this doesn't look very temple-esque.
Who's this dog? What's up, my dude?
Yeah, that's a weird one. So you can book this straight through booking.com, and you can come and stay at an actual temple. There may be more that we find out along the way as we're here. Right now, it's all raining and a lot of doors are closed, but I don't know if those doors would be open anyways. Our door is closed. Oh man, I'm gonna have to unlock the door on camera. I've never dealt with this door before. I'm gonna look like an idiot. I can't even get it out of my pocket. Look at the mailbox.
Oh,
You
wow.
should have sent them from here.
Is this a real post box, though?
It is.
Really? No, that's where you receive mail, dude. This isn't America.
But yeah, this is where you receive it, yeah. But that's true. There's no flag. No.
Come on.
First try.
Good. Let's zoom in. Let's see. What do you got?
Nope. All right, if I go this way and then come back. Nope.
No, this is the one that opens.
Oh yeah, then we're in. Oh, then maybe I never locked it. Okay, now it's unlocked. It smells like incense in here.
He asked us to lock it, but I can't do it. I can't do it with one hand. Okay.
Oh, wow. Big hands.
You know what they say. You gotta lock the door.
They can lock the door. Little hands can't do it. It's really weird somebody's letting us in here, but that's what hotels are like all the time. I scared myself. I scared myself. I'm gonna go on the roof.
The smell.
It's warm, it's warm.
The smell in here is amazing because the tatami, you see how green the tatami is? It's like they put it in this morning and it smells amazing.
I read that like some people have stayed here with 6 to 8 people. And they only have like, I guess there's more rooms in here, but you can have a lot of people stay here if you want to. It's just the 2 of us tonight. And you get this room where you can sleep, and then you get this room where you can hang out. We're gonna be having fika in just a moment. Then, well, wrong door. It's all doors. They just want everyone to know it's all doors. Maybe this was the door? Where's the kitchen? It's in the closet. And then you have access to this. I don't think that's very temple-esque, but it is certainly like, you can make some toast in the morning. Yeah. I also kind of just wanted to poke around. I had one area I wanted to look in, but I don't know if I know how to turn the lights on. Like before you come to our room.
You're gonna get us in trouble with the Buddha.
No, Buddha knows.
Yeah, exactly. He knows what you're doing. He's snooping. You're a snooper, dude. Are you allowed in here? Katie, you're breaking the rules.
But it looks really cool.
It does look cool. I don't know if the Buddha's happy with you being in here.
I don't want to upset the Buddha. I thought I was making coffee, but it turned out to be milk tea. So, Temple Guy he's got his shit in order.
He's got his game.
We came in and we didn't say anything to him that we were gonna have a snack or anything like that. And I went into the other room. There's a water boiler. It's already prepped. The water was hot. There's little little sachets of drinks in there. Some of them are berry tea, coffees, things like that, and you can just grab what you want. I mean, Eric brought his 50 pounds of sugar and tea, so he didn't need help.
Don't worry, guys, I'm ready.
He didn't need help from Temple Guy. So we've gotten our drinks and everything, and we also have a cake that you got.
Yeah, so the little town that we were at with the red roofs and the white walls and stuff, that we didn't spend that much time there, honestly, because it started to rain on us. But the basic vibe is it was like kind of like a little place that people are definitely still living in, but it's pretty touristy. And everybody else that we saw that was there was like a high school student on a field trip. So like they go and they do things like at different cultural centers and stuff. And I'm sure that the kids in this area end up going to that little thing, and they've got like a little project they may have to do or something like that. Like it's very, very typical. So that was kind of what the vibe was. It was a cute little area, but the rain opened up on us and kind of drove us out. And we also wanted to get to this temple that we're staying at before it got dark, so that we would have an opportunity to actually see what we were staying in, which is rare for us because usually we scoot.
And it is kind of rare that we ever stay at a place that I feel is of particular note, but this is definitely of particular note. I was kind of baffled when I saw it on Booking.com, like, it's a temple?
I already started the unboxing. I'll do it backwards. Okay, so this was the snack that we ended up getting. This is called jizake keiki. So jizake is like the local area's like alcohol, and they've made it with like into a cake. So they've made this cute little box, and this was pretty expensive. This was like 1,400 yen or something.
Yeah, you remember when I didn't need like 8 camel toes?
Yeah.
For 1,000 yen.
Yeah.
We got drunk cake for.
I asked the lady, I was like, I'm gonna be so Japan has a 0 alcohol tolerance, like, for driving. Like, you can't have any alcohol in your system at all. And I asked the lady, I was like, am I gonna be allowed to drive after I eat one of these things? And she errs on the side of caution, and she was like, there's a little bit of alcohol in there. But the label on the back doesn't say anything about alcohol. So I think it's probably gonna be okay. Usually it'll specifically say no driving after it, but I'm not seeing anything that says anything like that. So I think it's okay. It's just like, you know, when there's like Christmas cake with a little bit of rum in it or something like that,
Yeah.
you know, that's kind of what I'm expecting. Is that Christmas cake with the rum? All right, so
Rum raisin?
rum raisin, yeah. Oh, look at this. We're getting even fancier.
Here, I'll hold it for you.
Okay, you gotta tilt it like this.
Tilt it like that.
And there is a
Piece of tape.
this, and it opens like this. This unboxing
And this
experience.
box kind of has a wood texture to it.
And now we've got like a fairly large lump.
Log. Okay, take the wood box. The coffin can go to the side.
The amount of packaging, Japan. Oh my gosh. All right, and then this is sealed yet again. So I feel like we need scissors to get into this. Or am I gonna go in here with
I have
my
tiny
teeth?
scissors.
You have tiny scissors?
Yeah, I have tiny scissors. Oh man.
You're gonna need the scissors. All right, what's up, y'all? We can talk for a minute. I don't really have anything to say. This background looks nice though, like with the sliding doors and
Yeah,
stuff.
you always gotta bring your little scissors with you. And when I say little, flat out.
Oh wow, those are
Big man, little scissors.
these are teeny tiny scissors. Okay, so let's.
You didn't leave us much room for like sealing it off if we don't finish this cake.
We're gonna eat this whole cake.
We're gonna eat this whole cake.
All right, how much you want to bet? There's more packaging.
No doubt there's gonna be more packaging.
There is more
It's got
packaging.
the gold star. It's not a star. Got the gold dot.
And then one of these things. Save that for later to eat that, you know. And then, okay. Now we're opening this even further. And
Another
dot. It took them an hour to put this in here. And now we've got the cake.
Let's sniff it. It smells like alcohol.
Does that smell like alcohol? I don't know if I should drive
It
after I eat
smells like
this.
bread. It doesn't smell like cake.
Bread.
It smells like bread, like yeast.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is a big
Now has
chunk
knife.
of.
I brought
chunk of
all
cake.
the weapons
Okay.
to enter this cake.
And now we've got the problem where like people can't see the thing that we're eating at the same time that we're eating it, and my legs are like crunched right now. So let me see if I can get a better view. There we go. Now we're working with.
You gotta get it scrunched down like
we
this.
just gotta scrunch down for that. Why do we do it? You just go in on one side and I go on the other. We're good.
What?
Just
I'm
kinda-
slicing mine off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like
I
Lady
am.
and the Tramp does.
We've Lady and the Tramp some foods before, but I'm not letting it be this cake. You put your tea bag on your cake plate.
Oh, is that a cake plate?
That was a cake plate.
Oh, I'll just have some cake.
You'll just eat it with your face.
Yeah, can I have
You
the?
can-
Can I have this?
Yeah.
All right, and then I will.
This is your cake fork.
Okay. I didn't realize. Where was I going to put my tea bag? I didn't have a tea bag plate.
I didn't
Okay.
prepare for your tea bagging.
I'm just gonna. You gotta be ready to be teabagged, Katie. It's always
always
in the
gonna
game.
happen.
Oh, it's so soft.
It's very soft.
It's like angel food cake, kind of. Oh, yeah, get down there.
To what? Oh,
Oh, what? To what? To a rainy day that was actually really good, even though my socks are really wet.
yeah. Sweet bread.
God, it's really good. It does taste like bread, though.
It's incredibly moist.
Yes.
Surprisingly moist. So I guess it's sake based, like a rice wine.
Yeah,
type-
that's what
type
Jizake
base.
usually is. Yeah. Like a local brew.
Yeah. And it's epically soft.
Yeah, I mean the texture of it is
Sweet. Like you in your scent, you get all of this like alcohol, all of this like sake smell, yeast smell, and then all you can taste is like sugar and kind of like a light bread flavor.
Put a piece in and then just inhale through it because it's so.
How do you do that?
What? Like it's got a bigger piece. You need a bigger boat, baby.
I need this boat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now put it in your lips like this, and then smoke it. Like you're smoking the cake.
It was just alcohol.
I know.
Wow. That was weird. Does anybody else do that?
Smoke the cake?
I never smoked a cake before.
It's so airy that you're able to do that, man.
Smoke the whole cake.
Yeah, you could hit this blunt.
I can't offer that cake to anyone now.
It's really.
They'll be like, has this cake been smoked? And I'll be like, well, it's a pre-smoked cake, but it's still very good. We're back at the temple. I just want to note that we left here at like 6 o'clock to get dinner. Only one restaurant that we could find open. Chinese food it is. So that's what we had for dinner. I would say it was uneventful, but I'm very full now. And we're back at the temple. It's nighttime, so all these lanterns have been lit up and things are much better than when it was very rainy earlier and overcast. And we found something I've never seen before. It just looks like a necklace, and it goes up to a pulley system. You pull, and the balls start falling. I've never seen this before. I think I just made like 80 wishes.
You might have upset somebody.
It did smack pretty loud.
This is looking a little Christmassy over here.
It looks like an amu rice that turned blue. It just, it's really nice. Oh, there's another one of those ball things. This is about the one where we hiked up the crazy thing. I don't even know what you'd call that. It wasn't a mountain.
It was a mountain with like things on it, and it was the crazy shoes, I think, is the crazy word you were looking for.
No.
The crazy kicks.
Oh yeah, they were crazy, but
Those buildings hanging off the edge of the cliff and everything. When I edited this, I was like enamored watching it again. It was really cool.
It's still insane to think back about it.
Yeah.
They should. They let people go up there.
It was like,
by themselves.
Yeah, they should totally not do that. Not okay.
Morons like us.
In the rain.
In the rain.
With
and there's
paper
tons
flip-flops.
of signs that are like, if it starts to rain, you should not do this.
And they were like,
one said no. Yeah. What type of rain were they looking for?
I don't know, man, but we shouldn't have done it, but I'm glad we did. It's like we have this like list of like really crazy climbs that we do. And it goes in the, like, it's like 4 or 5 of them that we've done that we totally shouldn't have done. This is one of them. Had a really good time.
Yeah, it was good.
But there should be more coming from Tottori. And the way to see more, of course, is the subscribe button and the bell. And then if you want to follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, then that'll be places where I post like, hey, a new video happened, in case YouTube doesn't tell you about it.
And then you could jump on Discord and have some chatting, and you could also go on Twitch and maybe play some Mario Kart at some point in time.
We were playing Mario Kart a few minutes ago, actually. That was good times. And the last thing that we've got on our list of things to pump is the Patreon, which is how we afford to do all these videos and everything. And if you want to help us do those things, Patreon is linked down below, and there are perks and stuff that you get from helping us continue to fund this project.
I forgot about the mustache. Patreon.
Oh, my mustache?
Yeah.
It's been like 3 days now.
I just glimpsed and was like, oh, it's on film.
Yeah.
We don't use film anymore.
Yeah, it's
on card.
Do you think it needs to be longer, or is it okay?
It's okay.
Is it okay?
I would say it is surprisingly And if you made it bigger, then
If
that
you guys
would be fine.
can go down in the comments and let me know what you think about this mustache. Only good comments, please. I don't want any hate. So just tell me how beautiful I am. I just need some of that love. That would be really handy.
I'm glad you're putting me back into the frame. It's really nice of you and your mustache. Sun rises at 7 right now. Yeah.
I don't understand Japan.
Yeah, I don't either. And, I don't know. I feel really off right now.